Hey guys, thought I'd go a little different lighting on this one. Let's see how it works out. A little less on me and a little bit more on the stuff behind me. Although it's pretty glary, the light's directly on some of that stuff. That's all right, a little different. So what happened was this is the next group in my television all-time favorites, but I left some stuff off. So, I'm looking for other things and I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. When you own this much and you don't have it all in one spot, because my wife likes some stuff downstairs, I've got some stuff here, and looking for some other things to show, I found some others. Now, I left off two. The Good Wife and Gilmore Girls are both ones that my wife really enjoys. I like The Good Wife also. Juliana Margulies is gorgeous in that role. Plays a mom whose husband is running for state office and has had an affair, and so they're estranged for much of the I think pretty much all of the series so far. She had her own affair, but there's a lot of intrigue with it. I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but she's a lawyer in a law firm now. So she joins a law firm. She graduated with a law degree, hadn't practiced law, but gets hired on as kind of an intern, and then works her way up, eventually become a partner. So all in like 5-6 seasons. So you can tell it's television because that doesn't happen in real life. And then Gilmore Girls, I think a great show. Lauren Graham, Alexis Bledsoe star in that. I think Lauren Graham's great. She's a great actress, and I think the two of them, their chemistry in that role is really good. So in those roles. So onward and upward. Here's one that I forgot I had. This is Tell Me You Love Me, which is about sex and life. This is the complete first season only, is all I have. I'm not sure how much more there was of this. This does include 4 audio commentaries with the creator and cast. This tells the story of 3 different couples from different age ranges. And it's a 20-something couple, a 30-something couple, and then something else too. I don't know what the third one is. I don't know. Oh, a couple. It's the 20s, 30s, and 40s. I got it now. So the 20-something couple is talking about prenuptial concerns and fidelity. The 30-something confronts their failed attempts to start a family, coping it with the effects it has on their sex life. And then finally, the 40 couples, after 2 kids and 12 years of marriage, a couple in their early 40s question why their love and devotion hasn't translated into physical intimacy in nearly a year. So there's that one. Interesting cover, huh? All right. Caprica. I'm lacking season 1. There's only season 1 and 1.5. I really wanted this show to last, and it didn't. So I got to pick up season 1. Season 1.5 was a harder one to get, and I finally picked this up for cheap, $10 or something. Season 1 is the one I want. I just have to find it and buy it. So obviously it's a precursor to Battlestar Galactica. I really enjoyed this though. I thought it tied in nicely with Battlestar Galactica. You'll see Battlestar Galactica later on. Both of them actually. In fact, that's another one I have to add. The other Battlestar Galactica, I only put the newer one on. Next is a series that I'm not sure, is this British or what is this thing? I don't know what this is. I think this is this country. Don't know a lot about this Lex. I started to watch it and it's something about a giant spaceship. This is sci-fi. It says it's the most imaginative sci-fi since the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Follows the nomadic existence of 4 misfit characters who have inadvertently stolen the most powerful weapon of destruction ever made, a Manhattan-sized, genetically modified insect ship filled with eccentric stowaways, outrageous planets, and more. Outrageous planets. Huh. Well, I guess they go to planets. There we go. So, here, that's Lex. Don't know a lot about it, so I can't comment too much on it. Next, I'll get to the British ones last here, of the ones I forgot. This is a series I really enjoyed. I only have the first season, but I really liked this when it was on. This is, I'm a big fan of superhero movies, and this one hit all the right notes for me when I was a kid. The theme to the show is one of the best theme songs I think ever written for. There's some other ones that are good too, but this one's right up there for me. And It tells the story of a high school teacher who finds a suit in the middle of the desert and puts it on, and he's able to fly, and he's strong, and he gets some other powers that are revealed later. And he teams up with a CIA agent, FBI agent, Bill Maxwell, played by Robert Culp. The greatest American hero. Greatest American hero, Bill Catt, or William Catt in the role, Connie Selica, and of course my man Robert Culp, who was in a bunch of stuff. But yeah, season 1 of the greatest American hero. I really should get the rest of this too, because I really did enjoy this. Now the British ones that somehow they got left off, they were sitting on the bottom here, and I just forgot they were here. I don't own the American version of this because I can watch it on Netflix in HD, actually, or actually in 4K. I've got the streaming 4K now on my set. But I do have the British version of House of Cards. This is the trilogy, the complete shebang, the whole Megillah, as they say. This one stars the very evil Richardson here. What's his first name? Yeah, Ian Richardson. Very evil. I think Kevin Spacey's even more evil. But he's pretty evil. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but he's pretty evil. So that's there. And then lastly, and so these are all honorable mentions, I guess. They didn't make the list because I forgot about them. And I know there's a lot of fans of this particular British show. I've never been one of them, but that's because I guess I haven't watched enough. I did enjoy the David Tennant version, but this one, this was Matt Smith, who I also enjoyed. I'm talking about Doctor Who. This is the lenticular, the complete 5th series, 5th season, I guess. I don't know, not really sure. But a lot of spell. I picked this up for like $10 new, so I had to get it. And I've watched some of it, and what I've seen, I've enjoyed. So I really need to get probably into more Doctor Who. Problem is, if you want to collect this thing and go back and get the older ones, you'll pay a fortune. So let's consider those honorable mentions. Oh, one more that I forgot, and this is normally I wouldn't include this type of a show, but I loved this show so much when it was on. I never missed it. If I missed it, I was sad I missed it. I guess I did miss it when I got to be in college because I was out drinking and carousing and things. But when I was younger and then older, I didn't miss it very often at all. And that is The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Just the Here's Johnny package, which I think is one of the better ones you can get. It includes the last show, and a lot of other stuff. It opens up like this, and then you got a bunch of stuff inside. I'm not going to go through all of it, but musical guests, comedic guests, interviews, and so on. So here's Johnny. Love the iconic curtains. This show was never duplicated. After this went off the air with Johnny Carson, there's never been another thing exactly like this. Letterman, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Craig Ferguson, who I actually like, but none of them come close to Johnny Carson, in my opinion. Anyway, those are the honorable mentions, I guess. They didn't make the list. I'm not going to redo the whole list. It took me a week and a half just to put the list together, so I'm not going to try to figure out where those would fit in the list. Toward the 70-ish range, so let's consider that. And then I'll move on with the next part of the list in the next video. All right, thanks, guys.